I mean, isn't that what these mornings are?
What is the deal with Saltrantica?
Oh man, that could be fun. We could go on with something like that.
Oh, Kramer versus Kramer. Oh gosh.
Oh, look at that. I wrote 60 verses on reasoning, and we're not even doing that book anymore.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh,
Something similar.
So Nick, well, everyone's ready to go here. So if you want to get
Okay, cool.
and guess
Let's do it.
just snored.
All right. Can you guys see the first question on there?
it's kind of little.
Can you not
Can
see
you
the
make it
answer?
bigger? No, the font
Oh, it's
size.
font is small. Yeah. There we go. Jason Kappa begins this section by showing how a lower school could not manifest nirvana. The first debate that he wields is disproving it based on the fact that they think the heaps are destroyed. His reason has two parts. What are they? We didn't do a whole lot of different ideas, so he kind of really hammered on this one. Crickets? All right.
Nick,
It's early. Somebody was about to eat something.
is it about how it's a riff on how the lower schools believe that they disappear, right?
Yep.
Let me see. I forget, but he like reversed it on them.
Yeah, you're totally going down the right track.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember it exactly. Like something like yeah, I mean it's the whole joke about who's there to achieve nirvana if you are gone when you achieve it. So who are all these arhats running around?
Yeah. And Gelsubjay did the
There
same
was-
thing.
And the first part was about how can you destroy suffering if you think it's self-existent?
Actually, yeah. I mean, he did hit that. I think that's in the next question.
Oh, I see.
But yes, he did hit that too. And the next question is super similar to this one. So that's a hint for the future, the near future. Here. If the heaps are destroyed, this is what we were saying, where there is no person there to manifest nirvana. And if there were a person there, it would be incorrect to say that you've destroyed the heaps. Pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah, thanks.
I think Aldo got it.
Oh, really? Okay, it was in the chat.
Yeah.
Everybody can
Weren't you
speak up.
gonna give $100 or something?
I will send Aldo something.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
A lifetime supply of rice milk.
You already that.
I can't afford that. I'm just kidding. So, okay. But I was going to say, you guys, you don't have to type in the chat. You can speak up. Everybody can speak up. We're not in a webinar. That was one of the new things we tried this term. Tibetan for make manifest.
Nindajay?
Yes. Nindu Jepa. What reason does he give to show that it would be incorrect to think to yourself that you finished off your future lives upon becoming an arhat? Utpala, you were already talking about it. It's a combination of the last answer and what you were just saying.
Right. That how you can't destroy suffering because you think it's self-existent. Is that
He's not talking about self-existence suffering.
okay? No, you should go to somebody else.
Okay, somebody else, speak up.
At the time you become an arhat, if heaps existed from their own side, you will take for future rebirths. Is that
Yeah,
what you're
good.
talking
Yeah,
about?
Because the heaps that come from their own side are still there when you say it, that you've achieved it or think it. Otherwise, if you do say that they're destroyed, the sutras where these statements of exhaustion are described must be incorrect
Yeah.
because there's nothing there to say it. So it's kind of, he's really,
Statements of exhaustion sound good right now.
tell him, I know.
All my statements are statements of exhaustion.
It was no accident that I used that phrase for
Mhm.
Tibetan for that.
Is Sepa is the exhaustion, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Total.
Bottom depa. Bottom depa.
Padam Japa mixed with a lotus.
Makes nuts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What statement here? Sick? Oh, Sepa Shepa. I thought that was knowledge of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that what it really means?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because I mean, I understand the wording, but for some reason we kept referring to it as this fairly specific thing of where an arhat says it. But I guess it could be when
I
you
think it goes sepa, shepa, shepa.
oh, Sepa
Yeah,
Shepa.
something like that. Shepa, shepa.
Oh,
Statement. Yeah.
I don't
So
think
you're
it's-
okay. You're both right. You're both right.
Statement of knowing of exhaustion.
Yeah. You're both right. Yeah.
I don't think he actually. Well, I'll check the text later. But yeah, cool. Please describe nirvana with remainder and nirvana without remainder according to the lower schools and then according to the middle way. Easy, right?
Easy.
Easy.
We should make a non-mixed nut answer this.
Yeah. Only answer if you don't know it, as I like to say.
I know middle way. I just don't remember the lower school.
Let's hear it.
Middle way is without remainder would be the direct perception of emptiness. And then with remainder would be after when you come
Nice.
out of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other one is, I think, the more traditional answer for nirvana with and without remainder. So you probably, it's in there. Probably. Anybody?
The opposite.
I think you should take all those $100 and give it to Rob Haggerty instead.
Yay.
Or rice milk.
It's good.
The with remainder in the lower school, is it that you still have a body?
Yeah.
And without reminders, you don't have a body.
Yeah, good. But I have a question for Geshe-la, because I think this is just a hole in my understanding. With remainder is that you still have a body. So
A body
what-
and mind.
a body and mind. So what is the
Oh, no,
definition-
you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. You still have body and mind. Yeah.
Yeah. You still have heaps. So then what is it to have achieved nirvana? Because isn't their definition of nirvana cutting the flow of your heaps?
I
Like they-
think it's the fact that they will be cut off once you die. I think you'd have to say that if you were in their school.
Yeah. Because I always assumed it was the extinguishing of the mental afflictions, but the body
There's a
and mind.
very interesting debate in the text of Gendon Dup about this question in the first few pages. And he has a funny story. He says, well, there's this arhat who died in a bordello, and, so he must have not achieved, the cessation. He must have achieved it earlier than that, something like that. You see what I mean? That proves he achieved nirvana with remainder and then died later, because he'd be too busy to do. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very funny. It's a very funny couple of pages.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere in their definition where they talk about it being the cessation of negative emotions, right?
I don't think so. They say Bemri Ginchepa. In fact, I looked it up yesterday. It's like 49 times in the database, which is not a lot, but that's what they say.
Anybody want to give me Tibetan for with remainder and without remainder? Nirvana with remainder. Somebody was trying from a different world.
I knew there were Martians listening to our class.
Clock may name in lay depa. This without and yeah, I saw the answer, but clock
well.
J, I guess.
Yeah, good. Well, I can't see when you guys see it because it's out of my screen. Flak Jaydung, Flak Mei Kin Youngde. Good. Awesome. Okay, cool. We did it. I translated something somewhere. Where is it? Paste. I gotta reshare my screen. All right. I think I found that section that we were looking for. Guess I'll show you in a sec.
Hey, Nick, how do you know you're living close enough to the beach?
Tell me.
When the waves are big, your house is trembling.
Oh,
Really?
I'm gonna have to get a little closer, I guess.
Yep.
They were scaring Jeru.
Really?
Yeah.
He'll get used to it. Does he like to swim?
He loves it. He was going crazy.
Wow.
He ran and swam for like an hour the other day.
Wow. Do you throw a ball in the water?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, Nick, can you turn off, can you turn on hide spelling errors? You must have a different language selected because
Yeah,
all
I
your
think- I
English
think it-
words are incorrect,
That's
I
Spanish.
know.
according to
annoying.
Word.
Hey, Nick.
Where is it, Upa? Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
go to Tools,
That's right.
and it should be the top one.
Yep. Hide spelling errors. Thank you. Oh, didn't work though.
Better.
My
Oh, you
errors
have the
are
wrong
bad.
language.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It does
Okay.
say Spanish at the bottom.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Hey, Nick, now spread your fingers diagonally. There you go.
Yeah. I'm zooming in. I got you guys. I got you all.
Yay.
All right.
Wait,
Sorry. Is that good?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, as far as here's the second, I always prefer to give it to the reader, mix nuts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It was right above. But I will.
Yeah. If it's right above, you don't have to. When you translate a tell statement, you have to feel the other person in the room.
It must be the case.
Yeah, or isn't it the case that you see what I mean? Isn't it true? Isn't it true that or okay? Yeah, it's a when you go down, it's sarcastic, right? Nice. So you'd have to put a question mark at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. You did the because in the context very well. That sounds very good. Nice. The only I would ask you to catch the mikne stroke. The mik, yeah.
Yeah. Instead of things which.
No, it means because if these are present, when you focus on them, see what I mean?
I got you.
You would get negative emotions or something like that. You would start to feel negative emotions or something like that. Why is that? I mean, so we're saying to him, if the heats do come from their own side, then that would mean when you focus on them, you would start to feel negative emotions. And if anybody wants $50, take it to Stanley's class recently. It's either his last class or the class before.
Is it about elimination? Something.
I think there was a statement in your text about what would happen. What's the Yeah, there was a statement in your class about what was that? When you
For truth?
Yeah, when you focus on something and you misunderstand it,
Yeah,
then you get. But what was he? He's talking about. Oh, yeah, I got it. There are 1/3 of the last 3 categories. You don't get. You don't. Oh, they are not abandoned. They are not given up. Right? They're not eliminated. And
Yeah.
what was the reason? What was the reason?
If you,
Oh, they're pure. That is for the
No,
last
No,
3
I think
persons.
it was when you focus on them, you don't get negative emotions. You see what I mean? You don't get dangzhen, you know.
$50
Yeah.
to get you, Michael.
Yeah, and then that's perfect here because that's Abhidharma school. You see? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's using their own school on them. Yeah,
I see.
That is threatened.
Nice.
yeah. It's really useful, Nick, when you're having an argument with your wife in the kitchen. You just use their own viewpoints on them stuff. Okay.
I'm sure that works out really well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Make sure Jaru's in the other room. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to check this. Good. The first sentence is great. I would say the tepa, you see, it is correct. I would say it's correct to say that you achieved nirvana. You see what I mean?
Isn't that what I said?
You said the correct way, which implies. Oh, I'm sorry. No, the second sentence you said it a different way. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, they're both times
Yeah.
it should be correct to say.
Yeah. Or it would. Yeah, you have to repeat. It would be correct to say because that's what it says in both cases.
Okay, so I have to throw in a because or something. It's correct to say you could achieve nirvana by
I'm sorry.
habituating.
I wouldn't repeat it. I think let's leave it. I think you're okay. Tepe, yang data paten. The correct way to achieve nirvana is to habituate your mind to the view that nothing has any nature of its own. Why become firm?
I'm sure I mistranslated this, but
It might be that you were thinking that then.
Yeah.
Oh, that just means you have to rely on the view. Okay. Or you have to rely on habituating your mind.
yeah. Okay. I can't think of a good way to say that. Like it sounds so clunky in English, right?
It is. Yeah. The correct way to achieve nirvana is to, I would skip it actually.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay. To habituate your mind to the view that nothing is in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was originally thinking that. I mean, I realize that it's like saying that, but
Yeah. You could say instead of is to, right? The correct way to achieve nirvana depends on habituating your mind to that view.
depends on. I like that.
Maybe.
You could say that.
That's nice.
Habituating.
By the way, I think you couldn't increase the. I know my English teacher, my God blessed Katrin, she said we should try to avoid R and is because they watered down the power of writing. whenever you can, make the verb active. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
And it
absolutely.
makes writing stronger. So who tembo,
Right.
the last
Uh,
word of the sentence.
Who taught that?
Sorry, I don't understand which are or is. Are you saying?
Who's the subject of the verb temba in the last
Oh,
word?
oh, 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 oh. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explaining that all things.
Oh, by the way, this means we say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
We say that.
okay.
And that matches in our system at the beginning of the sentence, you see?
So this would be more like we teach. Oh, that's right, because it's a wrong loop statement.
Yeah.
That's
Good, yeah, we teach that all things.
And this.
No, now this is more radical.
Oh,
What's like an illusion?
I guess the Guma. I mean the Gokba.
Yeah. And it's
Oh.
very cool in your text. It's very, very cool in your text. When you achieve nirvana, that's also an illusion.
Oh, cool.
You know, it's very cool. And they repeat it a couple times here. You know,
Yeah, I was a little confused on that part.
yeah, good. And again, they're big on illusion, meaning it looks one way, nanwa, and it's actually a different way. Okay, so that's now it's a nice translation. You want to show us your last sentence or your last paragraph?
Oh, that's it. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, good job. Good job.
Yeah. I think I could have spent more time on it. Could have got this. Some of
Yeah.
this I could have.
No, but you're everybody's getting better and better. It's very encouraging for grandpa. Okay. All right. Okay, we go to the text.
Yeah. One thing. You asked me to find this one section. GC Pung por exemplo yepa
Yeah. Did you find it?
I think it's from Chingy. I mean, I think it's from Rinchi Chengwa.
Yeah, Ratnamala, right?
Yep. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
there's the first part. You're inside a commentary to Ratnamala.
No, this is from the Tengyur. But
I know, but you see, you're in the Tika to the Ratnavala.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So I'm going to give you an assignment to go find it in the Ratnavala.
Sure, yeah. Probably was the next hit.
By the way, if you're in a Tika to the Ratnavala at 4159, the Ratnavala will be like 4158 or 4157 or something like that. Okay. And yeah, he's quoting the Ratnavala.
Yeah.
Why is that particularly good strategy here?
Because he's quoting the author of the text
Yeah.
that he's teaching.
Yeah, good. And by the way, there's a beautiful commentary to the Ratnavala, and if you agree, that's what I'd like you to translate next.
Oh, sure.
It's
Okay.
a beautiful commentary.
By who?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I actually have it already in your box. Let me see. It might be Gelsa J. Let me see. Oh no, we wouldn't do that too.
You might.
Yeah, it is Gelsa J. Yeah.
Let's see.
I guess I would do that too. How many folios is it? Let me see. It's 78 folios. It's huge. That means about 600 English pages. Yeah.
Geshe, we don't have this version of the file
Which file?
of Nick's text.
No, this version is my
Nick.
screen. I pasted it in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The version that you guys should have is 12.4.
Yeah, this is the version.
Is that the
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just didn't have this.
I have to share my screen, right? Or did I share my screen? No.
No, you
Okay,
do.
Nick, I'm taking the screen.
Oh yeah, of course. My mind.
So
has
that was a
grippers.
compliment, Nick. Everything you were doing sounded like that was Geshe moving on the screen. So well done.
I don't.
Hey, Nick, take a couple days off.
I think I will. Don't mind if I do. And I think this time I might actually need to take the days off.
Well, you should be able to by now, right? Or maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. I gotta do something here. I gotta do two things. I did a mistake the other day. I played Stanley's rock and roll video in my house, and I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, that's a really catchy song. It was going through my head after you.
I'm gonna curse you all.
It was
Okay,
in my head
I
all day.
lost. I know it's suffering.
Reggae style, maybe.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta do this again.
I'll find something.
There we go. All right, Nick's gonna read, and Dr. Kramer loves to criticize him. Yay.
Kramer.
This is the one you just did, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, please go. Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Tangpala Nyang de Ngundu Jepe Tu Cheni Tokpe Yeshela Ngowo Jepe Chewa Mepa Tempao.
Yeah, and so
Yewa.
we shouldn't be late. We should. Oh, somebody has to close their mic. Yay! All right. It's always good to look back at what the actual first one is. And I'll say, as a mixed nuts, if you don't know what the first one is, go find it before you start translating. Okay. Don't be lazy. I mean, I'm speaking from experience because I do that. Okay. So we're going to describe how it is correct that you achieve nirvana through habituating yourself to the viewpoint that nothing has any nature. Okay. And nyangde ngundu chepe do, what's that mean? At the do.
When you, at the time that you make nirvana manifest.
Yeah. Chuni tope yeshi.
The wisdom which realizes the way things really are. Or
yeah. No word chepe yewa me. It doesn't have any yewa.
No divisions.
Which is made through any essence of its own or something like that. Right? Okay. It's kind of confusing. Let's see what he's talking about. Temba means we're gonna show you, right? Okay. All right. Can you read the Sanskrit slowly? It's a blessing, actually. You're gonna read it when you're a Buddha, right? And you have to split it up, by the way, someday.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't look ahead. Avidya pratyayot pane samyajnana valokite utpado va nirodho va na kaschid upalabhyate.
Nice. Good. It's good to just do it, to get the seed in your mind for when you become a Buddha. Okay. Let's go read the commentary. By the way, he's really moving fast, huh? Not much commentary. Please read. Word is checking you, I think.
Tangponi masok chukla tuje sok churchan rangshin ki kyewa me te teyana pakpa nyamshak yeshe ki sikhe pale ma sikpe chir.
Yeah.
Masok
chuk. Here's a clue.
Oh, that's right. The 6 lines beginning with not.
Yeah, by the way, I didn't split it correctly. I should give you those.
Oh, what?
Oh, I made a mistake here. Yeah, I should give you this also up here. Okay, hang on.
Well, then it doesn't start with misunderstanding.
Oh, it does. See up here.
Yeah.
So now we have 6 lines.
Oh,
1, 2,
those are
3,
from
4,
below. I got you.
5, 6. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I thought you went up.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, I had a question, like for this one and for the verse before. Sometimes when often when we translate it into English from Tibetan, we don't have the same like syllable or word as translated as the first word of the first line. So
Oh,
when you-
yeah.
when you do your like in this case, misunderstanding is the last word of my second line, but he's saying that the 6 lines that start with ma. So would you just translate it as the 6 lines that start with if?
Well, I always say my answer to that question is always, do you want to drive the hypertexter crazy? Because then he'll never find it, right?
She will, though.
Also will, because he's sitting in class.
Yeah, so you have 2 choices, Nick. You can say the ma in the Tibetan version, because it, he made the same choice, didn't he? He didn't say the one that starts with avidya, right? So he did.
Yeah,
he
did.
used his language. So he used his language. But on the other hand, I think it's distracting to the reader. And I think Venerable Utpala has this kind of attitude, which is very good. I think this material is so difficult. I think that we always want to make it as easy for the reader as we can and not demand strange things of the reader.
Yeah.
And I think it's tacky in a translation to mention the original language almost at all.
Yeah.
It should feel like it's in their own language. So, I feel strongly that you should say that the part that starts with if. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Just because I always say it's one more obstacle in the reader's way to understanding the material. If you mention a foreign language, okay, the whole point of a translation is to give them comprehension. And if you keep referring to the original language outside of the footnotes, then you're actually, to me, you're slowing down the reader, and they will get tired and they will stop reading. I think so.
Yeah.
I think what you could do,
Okay.
Nick, is add a footnote at the first time it happens. The first time he says the first X number of lines, and just reference that this is how I'm going to handle it.
Okay, that's a great idea.
Okay, here we go.
That's even necessary. Yeah.
I gave you such a big help here.
Right. Yeah. Fresh karma.
Good. So
consider fresh karma. Things like fresh karma.
Then
they don't come from their own side, because if they did,
they don't. Yeah, good.
That's what an Arya in the direct perception of emptiness would need to see, but they don't.
Yeah, if they came from their own side, then they would have to be what an Arya sees in the direct perception of emptiness, but they don't. How do you think about that? Is it true that Aryas see things from their own side? I don't know.
That's an interesting point. I don't think they see anything from their own side.
Yeah. So I think he's being doubly sarcastic. I think he's saying, according to you,
right,
what an Arya sees, if Aryas see the real truth of something, and if according to you the real truth of something is that it grows on its own, then Aryas should see, when they see emptiness directly, they should see that things grow on their own, but they don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
But does he accept that reason?
That Aryas would see anything? Well, I think all he gives as a reason is that they see ultimate truth. So whatever's ultimate, they're going to see it, I guess.
Yeah. So I don't think he would agree to the reason. You see, and the reason should be accepted by the opponent. You see, he wouldn't agree.
The opponent that wouldn't accept the reason.
Yeah, he wouldn't agree that it's not seen by an Arya.
Right.
He would say that he wouldn't agree that an Arya doesn't see that things come from their own side. I think,
Interesting.
but we'll let him go. It's after all, it's some kappa with Gyaltsab J, so we should show a little respect. All right. Keep going.
Tema mikbar. Hold on. Mikbartel.
Up or down?
I'm trying to remember which is which now. Down is straightforward and up is sarcastic, right?
No, sir.
Yeah, and up is also an aggrieved repetition of reasoning for the wife in the kitchen. I did
Oh.
so.
Oh. Okay. So Tema mikbartel
Yeah,
in the for the aggrieved reason. Aggrieved?
Yeah, yeah.
Aggrieved.
yeah.
He's being
Good luck
egregious.
translating.
Mikbekin Toplen Le Jungwa Yimbe Jir.
Yeah, and now his reason is acceptable because he has clarified it. Okay.
They do not see that.
Yeah, no, they don't see. No, they don't see that things grow by themselves. You know, by themselves. No, they don't see that things grow by
Because-
themselves. They see.
That things come from through the power of the factor of misunderstanding.
Good. And in Sugang's text today, we're going to talk a lot about Ken's. We already did, right? About karana as a link, as a trigger. So he's using this very traditional language for the links, which is Ken, right? So how does that prove that an Arya doesn't see that things grow on their own?
Because they don't have Marikba. Well,
If they have to grow through Marikba, then they don't grow
in
on their own.
Oh,
see what I
right.
mean?
That's cool. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Got it?
absolutely.
Yeah. So he's using the 12 links to say, if you say Aryas see that things don't grow on their own, do grow on their own, they don't see that because they see and they understand that duce, that's the chichen, right?
Yeah.
That fresh karma comes from a ken. It comes from a trigger. Therefore, it's not growing on its own. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Isn't that a double negative at the
Alright.
beginning though? Dema mikpartel, because we said at the very end,
Yeah.
because they don't see.
They don't see that things don't, they don't see that things do grow on their own. That's what it's saying. Yeah.
So the tell would be, it is so that they don't experience not seeing
Yeah.
that things,
Good.
yeah,
Good. Yeah.
That's one way to
Yeah.
phrase it.
or something.
Now, Nick, I got a problem here. I got to figure this out. What does that say? Yeah, I guess. Hang on. Yeah, well, Nick, what he's doing, he's repeating. It's a little strange because here he says, I'm going to give you 6 lines.
Right.
Okay. And then he says, I'm giving, let's talk about the last 2 lines. The last 2
okay.
lines of the 6, I guess. Let's see. Okay.
Do they start?
Please
with Shima?
read and Stanley wants to check you.
Chima Nila Rangshin Mebala Nyangde Ngunsum Tu Chepa Tepatel. Rangshin Me
down.
Rangshin Me Top Kompa Chepala Tene Nyomong Malape Sepe Hakcheki Nikapter. Tongche Te Te La Nyangde Topa Tang Zangche Zangdang Che Topla Sope Chawa Chibe Chir. Yeah, I imagine it should be Zangche also.
Yeah, I'd like you to check a carving, okay? Because there's 2 or 3 problems here altogether.
Okay.
Sorry, 2 problems here. I'm guessing there was some kind of problem with the printing. because when two weird things happen together, there must be something wrong with the carving or something. Okay.
Yep.
So check a couple. This is certainly wrong. There's certainly something wrong here, and I can't guess what it was.
Okay, we have two versions, so we can check them both.
Yeah. So here we go. Chimanila. What were the last two lines? Dani. Yeah, good. Dani Tongchen Young and De Xing Chao. Yeah. Okay. So the nirvana is seen in this life. Take it to the Yoga Sutra.
Dershta.
Yeah, Janma Vedaniya. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a karma which ripens in this life, right? And also Chawa Chepa, which is a very famous language used in the Stanley. You did what you had to do. You threw off the burden. You are like the magical horse that knows what its rider wants. This is the very beautiful refrain in the one day vow. Okay.
Yeah, the Mahayana one. Yes.
Cool. Okay, so here we go. He wants to talk about those two lines.
I need to see.
Sorry.
Oh, I didn't see the part. Oh, there we go. It was just taking a while to catch up. Chimanila Rangshin. Oh, we already read it.
Yeah. It is correct. It is correct to say.
That you Rangshin Mepalanyang that you can make manifest nirvana, which does not come from its own side.
Yeah, or a nirvana in something which doesn't have its own nature. Yeah, the law, in a situation where things don't have their own nature. Okay. And Nick, this is a special syntax thing where he wants you to do this. Which means what?
Which one?
The
realization of the
mark between tok and kom.
Okay. So realize that things have no nature of their own and meditate upon that.
Good. Or get used to that.
Get used to it. Yeah. Totally. Habituate your mind to that idea is how I've been saying it through the text.
What two things are actually being referred to here with tok and kom?
That things don't have a nature of their own, nirvana.
I'll give you a clue. Take it to the 5 paths.
Okay. I'm assuming something about Tonglang and Gomlam.
Yeah. So the first part with tok means
sure, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you should see emptiness directly, and then you should come. So he's taking you to the 5th path, Miloplam, which is our, right?
Yep.
So you should go to path 3, then you should go to path 4, and then you'll get to Lakchen Yangde. Okay, got it?
Where all of the negative emotions
have
been extinguished.
Yeah, and then he says an interesting thing. He says, you have finished off your negative emotions, but you are still Lakche.
So yeah, this is interesting. This is what I was wondering when I was asking you earlier. Is that what they mean when they say you're Lakche, that you've finished off your negative emotions?
Oh, we are putting words in his mouth.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
He wouldn't say that.
Right. Okay. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Cool.
Although, yeah, I would say that. Yeah, like taking Nick up there. And then the rest of the sentence, we can't make sense of it because there's something wrong with it. Okay.
Okay.
Tong Che, something seen
see
in this line. Say Dila in that same line. Nyangde Topa.
Achieving nirvana.
Yeah, and then the rest doesn't make sense. Okay, we need that.
Tongcha's brahmacharya, right?
Yeah, and that doesn't make sense either. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Something's wrong. Okay, and down in the, so we can't really translate it till we correct it. So I put $4, Nick, and that's part of your assignment for next time. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So there was a word before day.
Okay.
And we don't know what it was. He said the word blah blah is indicating
Uh-huh.
because it's instrumental, right?
Uh-huh.
The
Oh,
word-
got you. Yeah.
The word such and such is indicating that daki kewa sepa.
That you you get rid of things that start from their own side.
No, you stop your rebirth.
Oh, duh. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dakikewa.
Okay.
Sure.
And then dile shipa shen mi shipa, you will not know any future sansara.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There's no more sansara that you will ever have to experience. Okay.
Can Sipa mean lives here, or does it need to mean like some?
It means the wheel of life, really. Yeah. Sipe corlo. Okay. Or future lives. You can say that. Yeah. Or future sansara. You can say that. Okay. All right. Yay. It's a beautiful commentary, by the way. I'm glad we added it. I'm glad we didn't cut it off.
It's kind of
It's an interesting strategy to, hit somebody on the head for a couple months with the commentary, and then make them go through the whole thing again.
It's helping me understand what we did for the last 5 years.
Yeah, and that's what happened when you read Utpala's new translation. You're gonna say, "Oh my God, I didn't know that we covered that."
Yeah.
Because finally, it's all in one place. You can read it in a couple of hours, And
Yeah, I did that. It was like that.
okay, who's checking you? Mr. Haggerty, you want to take a shot?
Sure.
Just every third word, stop him and say, "I can't believe you said it."
It's amazing.
Nipani, Kelte, Sok Chukla, Te Konanila Mi Kepe Ngumawe Luk Matongwa Te, Hurricane Ten Ching Jalpar.
Wait,
Hey,
you did
all right.
Yay, Haggerty.
it's like, no, he did not do that on purpose, did he? Yeah.
Ken Ten Ching Jalpar Jungwa Ro Chikpe Tun Nguntu Matongwa Tel. I think it's a Matongwa Tel.
I think it is. Yeah.
Nipple Shindu Chawa Tenching Jawar Jungwei Du Charabla Sopa Harangiteniki Kewa Nampar Takbe Chir.
Okay, good. So let's go look at why don't you read your translation, Nick?
Oh, if after knowing the thing, I've been really stuck on this one.
Yeah.
I know I need to change it, but I'm just lazy to come back to it. If after knowing the thing, there were any differences, even the very subtlest of things, and someone were to imagine that they start, that unwise one has failed to see what it means to come from causes.
Yeah. And I'm very much, I do a provisional translation, and then I come back to it a couple of days later and I change it. Yeah. So that's fine. Good. So, Dekona ni la mi kepa, what's that mean?
So those who don't understand suchness, I'm going in the sauna, it's cold out there.
Okay. Those who are not masters in the meaning of emptiness. Okay. And he equates it to the ngumawe loop.
Like the system of the functionalists.
Yeah. And then let me see here. Yeah. Okay. Look, he's using the last two words of his verse. Matong. They don't see. It's because it feels, once your Tibetan is really good, it feels bumpy here.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
It feels not too smooth. He's forcing it, which means he's trying to get some root text into the sentence.
Yeah.
So he's actually giving you a commentary on humatong.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Those functionalists.
Yeah, those functionalists, those matongers.
Non-seers.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, they don't see that objects are the same and that they're connected.
Well, this is a tough sentence.
Yeah.
Denchin Dower Chunga. Yeah. Causation.
Things are connected by factors.
Yeah, or I would say can Denchin Dower Chunga. You could say that. I would personally say something like causation, where things happen in dependence. Okay. They don't see it. Matong, there's the matong again.
Yeah.
Directly.
Yeah.
As the meaning of ekarasa.
One taste. One.
Yeah. I like to call it a single song. Yeah, that all things are a single song from one point of view. Okay. Now, Nick, when you see emptiness directly, do you see that all things are a single song from the point of view of dependent origination?
No,
you see it from the point of view of what they're not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So, I just put that in your head. Okay. I'm not sure that's what he's saying yet. Okay.
It seems likely. I mean, I can't imagine what else he could be saying. But yeah.
Well, he might be accepting the fact that things occur through dependence on causes as the Rochik, but he might be saying that. Yeah. Matongatao. But I think it's sarcastic. I think he's saying, no, they don't see that the meaning of a single song is that things occur through causes. Okay. They don't see that the meaning of a single song is that things occur through causes because what?
Because they impute or imagined that things start from their own side. That things like atoms, things like the small particles like atoms do come from their own side.
Yeah, good.
Independence.
Yeah, good. So I think he's saying that they think that when you get down to the essence of things, they think the most subtle thing you could realize about a coffee cup is that it has partless atoms, which they have made up in their head. Okay, all right. This number takpa is very, what do you call it?
Pejorative.
Pejorative, exactly. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. They don't see the real way in which dependence is a single song, because they think dependence is the fact that things depend on partless atoms. Okay.
Got it. Cool.
Which also exists through some nature of their own. Yeah. Okay.
I think we have time for one more.
All right, do one more. Wait, I gotta find you somebody. Chunzong, pick on him.
Yeah.
Rangitseni ki kewa yena chutun tampe dempa ngarma she sardu shebe juktok su mitakbala sokbe tuntam pe dempa tonglam ki kapter nampa min jawa sosor chugbe chir.
Wow, this is pretty confusing. Okay.
Yeah,
That
it is.
must be the case because
Yeah. It must be the case because Rangitan Kikewa, if there is a thing that starts from its own side,
good.
then the highest thing, ultimate truth, which is the highest thing, Naramashe Sardu Shebe Juk Toksu what? Looks like I gotta go.
Well, the ultimate reality of things, which you mashe before,
You never knew it before.
and now you shepa,
You become aware of it.
and then juktok means, and then after that, okay, juktok means, and then after that, okay,
Impermanence and stuff like that.
good.
During the path of seeing, you see holy, high, ultimate things like impermanence and such.
Good.
Namparminjara Sosar Chug page here. You gotta cut them into. You gotta separate them. They're not the
Yeah,
same.
you have to chop them up. You have to chop them up into different aspects.
Right. Of ultimate truth, I guess is what he's saying.
You're gonna have to explain this to us next time because I don't know what he's talking about.
Next term.
No, I mean next class.
Okay.
Next class.
Okay. That's gonna take.
I want you to sit with
Good
it.
try, Nick.
It's a good thing.
I want you to sit with it, and I'll give you a clue.
All right.
Go back and see what Gyaltsab J said the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, because presumably Gyaltsab J did his commentary after he went to Tsongkhapa's teaching on it.
Okay. Yeah, I was assuming that too. I was assuming he was kind of writing his book because he was inspired by this teaching or something.
Yeah, we should check it historically if we can.
Yeah. Okay.
The King of the Dharma has about 20 biographies of Tsongkhapa. It might be in there.
Cool.
But I'd like you, what I'd like to give you as an assignment is to take these 3 paragraphs and explain them to us in normal English next time. That's all. I think that would be more beneficial than trying to translate something new.
Okay.
Okay. So take these 3 paragraphs here.
Okay.
And meditate on them for the next day or 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I just took your day off.
Yes. All right. I will do my
Then,
best.
we want to know what the heck is he talking about? Okay. So chew on it for a few days. Okay. And give us your commentary.
Okay.
Cool.
That sounds fun. Thank you.
Because it's not clear. It's not clear to me immediately, which means it's going to take you're going to have to chew on it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to take some herbs to jumpstart my brain.
Yeah. Once you get a couple hours sleep, you'll be okay.
I remember that that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Kevin.
back
Thanks
when
for
you
bearing
used to
with me
get it.
while I am kind of underslept and fried for whatever reason.
Oh, well, maybe it's that you did a superhuman thing this week.
Yeah, that's crazy. It wasn't a great idea. I don't recommend it to anyone.
It's not good to move your house when you're in a mixed nuts term, I think. Yeah.
Or about to start one. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Thank you so much, guys.
you,
That was cool.
you can always say that you did it,
Well, it's a.
Hey Nick, it's just like having your wedding reception just before the mixed nuts. Okay.
Right.
It's a very foolish thing to do. Okay.
That was nice. That was a nice break for us. It was a
Nice for you. It was like 400 emails. It's 400 emails to the.
I saw it. I mean, not bad.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes, right?
Yep. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everybody. See you in 5 minutes. Sugang's up next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready.
Isha, can you send me a different
Oh, that didn't work?
Yeah, that didn't work.
Okay, let me work on it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Sugan.
Sir, I sacrifice for you.
Yeah. And then you also gonna do a detour.
Yeah, I know. I am the sacrificer. Oh, sorry, I'm a sacrificee.
Well, you know, we're all the disciples of Master Vasubandhu. You're not really sacrificing anything.